So you want to learn how to sharpen a mower blade? There's more than one way to skin this cat. In fact, a quick YouTube search will show you about 400 different ways and about 3 million different opinions on all of those 400 ways. This is how we do it at Barefoot Lawns and Lice, to provide our customers with consistent quality cuts each and every time, and to save us a little money in the long run by sharpening our blades ourselves. So this particular blade is a standard high lift blade. It comes off of our Gravely 36-inch Pro Stance. We'll try to show you kind of what shape it's in. It's actually not in terrible shape considering we're a commercial lawn care company and we do a lot of volume. The edge is dull and moderately chipped, but I think we can get it back into pretty good shape. A few things to remember while you're grinding on these blades. One, you don't want this line to start to curve. You're not trying to make a machete or give it a hatchet sort of edge or anything like that. You want this to be a sharp, straight edge. And do not round this corner if you can help it. It does take a lot of abuse. It's the leading edge of your cut, so it does chip and it will round ultimately. But you want to try to keep that as sharp and crisp as possible. Again, we're using the All American Sharpener. I've got a standard angle grinder with a 40 grit flat disc on it. The 40 grit flat disc will take off a lot of material really fast, and time is money. But be careful not to take off too much because you don't want to make your blade so thin in the profile that it's hazardous to operate, because it could damage and deflect and scalp lawns, or cause damage inside of your deck, so on and so forth. So the All American Sharpener is a pretty simple jig to use. Right here we've just got it temporarily fixed to our workbench, but on the back it's got your degree values from 15 to 45 degrees, however steep or shallow you want your blade to be honed at. We're going to keep ours on 35 degrees because that's what they come from at the manufacturer, pitch wise. And you don't want it too sharp, and it's a commercial mowing, or in commercial mowing, because too sharp will cut grass great, however it'll start to dull and chip really quickly too. So finding a good balance between quality and durability is why we choose that 35-degree angle. Manufacturer chose it, so we choose it too. Fixing this into the jig is pretty simple. You're going to line up your center hole right between these screws and just tighten it down. These jaws open to accept a pretty wide range of blades. Including mulching blades. Again, we did a 35 degree on this edge. For the mulching side, you'll just swap it to a 15 degree and continue on. When you flip your blade around, start with 15 degree, then swap it back to 35 degree. Proceed to your next blade. But for the sake of this demonstration, we're going to stick with our standard high lift blade. Again, we've got our 40 grit flat disc. We've got it set to 35 degrees. We're going to make passes ensuring that this edge is nice and straight the entire time, and that we're going to try to keep this corner as square as possible. First things first, don't forget your ear pro. And your eye protection. Needs a little bit more. I can actually keep going just a little bit. So here we've got a nice mirror finish. It's a very, very sharp edge. There are a couple areas where it's chipped, where it's a little dull still. We could tidy that up some. But in just a few short passes, you can see the quality that it brings it back into. It's very fast, very easy. Then just swap it around to do the other side. A little sweat off of it. Now we're going to go ahead and test it for balance. The weight of this blade coupled with the speed that it spins, you don't want it causing a bunch of excessive vibration in your mower, causing damage to your spindles or any other components. It's a simple little jig. You can see now we're a little bit heavy on this side, so we have to remove more material on that side to bring that up and put it back into balance. So because we're heavy on this side, we'll go ahead and take it off. We'll start adding some extra, or making some extra passes on this side. We've already talked about it being a little bit dull still anyways. Now we'll recheck it. Still a little heavy on that side. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Thank you guys for watching. Again, the All American Sharpener is a fantastic jig to help expedite this process. It's not cheap, but it saves us a ton of money, because if we took these to a shop to have it done, even if they charge $2 or $3 a blade, we're sharpening 15, 20 blades a week, week after week after week, month after month. Saves us a ton of money. We keep it all in-house. We're able to produce the same standard quality, blade after blade after blade. It's easy to teach, easy to use, very, very effective. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. I'll be happy to help. Again, it's a very simple jig to use. As long as you have an angle grinder, some PPE, you're good to go. So I hope to talk to you guys soon. Again, we're going to be making more and more videos of how we operate both in the shop and in the field to bring some value to you and hopefully make the lawn care industry that much better and maybe even safer in the process. So again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.